A big risk is currently facing XRP, and you can't ignore what's happening if you're hanging on to this cryptocurrency. An enormous amount of excitement surrounds XRP, and many people think it will soon hit new heights. But there is a bad side to all of this. The price could fall because of the uncertainty surrounding the SEC case. Things have come to a head between Ripple and XRP. Some investors are still hopeful, but others are growing more concerned about what might happen. That the court case might last a long time if things don't go as planned. If the outcome doesn't suit Ripple, XRP could drop sharply. It's also been a rough ride for the Bitcoin market as a whole. Because prices go up and down so much, one mistake or a sudden market correction could cause XRP's value to crash, causing people who aren't ready to lose a lot of money. But this isn't the only bad feeling in the market. Fear and stories are also making things worse, and investors' worry could make them sell even more. To sum up, XRP could face an abrupt drop. If you own XRP or are thinking about buying it, now is the time to pay close attention to the warning signs that will appear if the risks that are being played out right now are not stopped. Because the future of XRP is at risk, you need to know what the risks are before you make any choices. Not only how much money could be made, but also think about how much you're willing to lose if things go bad. You don't want to ignore this crypto fall. Keep up with the news and be careful. It is important for investors to know the risks that come with XRP because it is not safe right now. Ripple and the SEC are still in court, and despite all the progress, we still don't know how to settle the case. The accusations against Ripple have already caused big changes in the price of XRP, and the fact that no one knows how the case will end is enough to make any trader nervous. The price of XRP could drop sharply if the case goes on for a long time or if Ripple loses. As things stand, the market is already very upset about any new information in the case. The SEC's ruling could cause a rush to sell, which would send the price of XRP plummeting. But that's not the only danger. The prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even smaller altcoins have been going up and down a lot lately. The cryptocurrency market as a whole is also very unstable. Because of this way the market works, XRP's value can drop quickly if the market as a whole comes across a correction or drop. The price of XRP could still be affected by the state of the coin market as a whole, even if Ripple wins the SEC case. XRP can fall no matter how well Ripple does in court. A drop in global markets, bad news in the cryptocurrency area, or sudden changes in investor sentiment are all things that can do this. Fear of what you don't know and doubt FUD are having a big effect on the price of XRP. It's easy for prices to fall quickly when the market is so unstable, especially when buyers' mood is weak. These rumors or bad news stories can make buyers panic, which can lead to a lot of selling. These fad-driven changes can't be predicted and make the risks that XRP users face even greater. Along with focusing on XRP's potential, investors should be aware of how the market could surprise in the worst way. Adding a dot, what does this mean for the price of XRP? If the risks we've talked about come true, they could have big effects on the value of XRP. As a lot of experts think that XRP could go down a lot if Ripple's case against the SEC doesn't work out. The worst thing that could happen is that the price could drop by at least 50%, which would mean that millions of dollars are lost. Even if Ripple is able to settle the SEC case, the market may still react by briefly lowering the price of XRP. This is because investors who have been hanging on to it in hopes of a big rise may end up with the opposite. Compared to the market as a whole, this drop could be very steep and take months or even years to recover from. The unstable nature of cryptocurrencies makes it even harder to guess what will happen with XRP. If there is another big market drop, its price may go down with it, as has happened with other cryptocurrencies in the past. Due to the way the market works, even a good result for Ripple might not be enough to stop its price from falling, especially if investor sentiment changes in a bad way. People may lose trust in XRP as a whole if there are ongoing legal disputes, regulatory problems, or other outside causes. This could hurt XRP. Also, the way XRP's price has been moving is very scary. Extremely aware of news and gossip, any bad news or updates about the legal situation could cause a wave of fear selling that could cause prices to drop quickly. If you're in it for the long haul, you should know that things might not go as planned. That's why XRP holders need to think about these worst-case situations and be ready for the price to go down. It won't be as easy as many people think. It's a risky journey, and as an XRP trader, you need to know about the risks in order to make smart decisions. Since no one can know for sure what will happen in the future, it's important to lower these risks by taking precautions. You can protect your finances and lower the amount of money you could lose by using certain strategies. If you invest in a lot of different things, you can diversify your wealth and keep all of your eggs out of one basket, which is one of the best ways to keep yourself safe. If the price of XRP drops a lot, having other options can help lessen the damage. Keep everything from going away. You can also protect yourself by setting up stop-loss orders. A stop-loss order will sell your asset instantly if its price falls below a certain level. This will limit your losses. This can be especially helpful in the volatile Bitcoin market, where prices can change a lot. You can by setting a stop-loss at a level you are happy with. Don't risk losing more than you can afford. Even though this plan isn't perfect, it can help protect you from big drops in the value of XRP. Keeping up with the latest Ripple news is also very important. News about the SEC case and the coin market as a whole can spread quickly, and things that are happening with XRP could change in and right now. Make sure you're getting your news from reliable sources so you can stay on top of any changes that might affect your business, like new laws, new rules, or changes in the market. Staying up all night will help you decide whether to sell your XRP and get your money back or keep it. Last but not least, it's important to have a plan. Think about, in the event that things don't go as planned, what is your plan B? How much are you willing to risk? Having a clear plan can help you make choices that make sense. If you start to feel something, when cryptocurrency prices are high, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement or fear. But if you make a plan and stick to it, you'll be better prepared for any storm that comes your way. If the SEC case goes badly, it could set a standard that affects not only XRP, but also how cryptocurrencies are regulated in the US in the future. Before we go any further, it's important to understand